If you go back a few years ago, Detroit Lions in Chicago, Calvin Johnson jumps up, makes one of the best catches, one of the greatest catches I've seen, comes down and places the ball on the ground. Hey, the catch is made, body's in bounds, makes the catch and does not control the ball in his hand. From that moment, sports, NFL had changed. Because for them to call that an incomplete pass, listen, I've argued with it for the duration of trying to understand the same thing. A quarterback or somebody trying to go in the end zone and get the ball over the line, and they say as soon as the ball breaks the plane, it's a touchdown. But if the ball is not in their hands as they're breaking the plane and they get over and the ball fumbles, it's still a touchdown. So I'm telling you, these rules, there are so many rules to a game that's really very simple. This is how simple the game is, Stephen A. Catch the ball, possess the ball, control the ball, and then it's a first down. It's that simple. It's that simple.
But it isn't that simple because the NFL is saying it's not that simple. Was that a catch to you yesterday? Was that a catch to you yesterday, Ray Lewis?
The only reason it wasn't a catch because he didn't control it all the way down. If he rolls and that ball rolls on top of him, Stephen A., that's a catch. That's a catch all day long. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. There are so many rules in this game that is a very simple game. I told you, my argument is, you're right, it's not very simple. Why? My argument is this. If you want to make this game and keep this game pure to where integrity drives this game, leave all of these man-made lawyer rules out of the game. You got to leave them out. It's too many rules, man.
Yeah, Ray. But Ray, hold on. The reason why I can't flow with you with that, my man, is because you've got former players and coaches in the league office also assisting in making these rules.
Who else is gonna do it? The former players are guys who used to play. Now their job is totally different. Their job ain't to go out. I tell you this much. You take any one of those guys and put them back in the game and let one of those plays go against them while they're playing, they look at it totally different. And that's the difference, man. They're getting people who played the game to create these rules that they know aren't realistic in the game if you make it plain and simple. Listen, not to go all totally out of context, but just think about this, Stephen A. Honest to God. When the first time we created something called a tuck rule, it's the only reason we know, I'm just being honest, the only reason we know who Tom Brady is because of a tuck rule. There's no such thing as a tuck rule. If the ball is in your hand and I knock it out your hand, whether it's going backwards, forward, lateral, sideways, however it's coming out, that's a freaking fumble. But guess what we created? We created a freaking tuck rule. All of these new rules, I'm telling you, and listen, it's their game. So they're going to run it the way they want to run it because they run it and they pay for it and all of this. But, man, there are certain rules that should not be allowed to be in this game of football.
Now, Ray Lewis, I got to help you out here because I got to put you in a position for clarity purposes. The way you just sounded, Tom Brady wouldn't be Tom Brady if it wasn't for the tuck rule, and this is a 3-time Super Bowl champion that you're talking about. Somebody that you've beaten in the playoffs, mind you, but nevertheless, he's Tom Brady, and you're basically They don't go to that championship game. If that tuck rule, if that ball is called a tuck, that's a fumble. Charles Wilson made that man clearly fumble the ball, and they named it a tuck rule. Something that we've never heard in today's game. So now you got to ask yourself, when did the legacy really start? See, man, look, I'm a football historian. I love moments. So a lot of people watch just the TV from the game and say, oh, that's wrong. Go back to the moments of when things started. That's what I'm telling you. We're creating. When I came in this league, there was no such thing as a defenseless player. There was no such thing, see? There's no such thing if I'm a linebacker and I'm sitting there and somebody's going to catch the ball that I have to sit there and say, okay, let me let him catch it and make a football move before I hit him. Are you freaking serious? Are you freaking serious? No way. No way. I'm just saying, listen. I only speak about this because I did this. See, it's one thing when you hear people talk, I did this, see? And what I'm telling you is there's a bunch of rules in our game that does not belong in our game. If I'm the commissioner, I leave the game alone. I tell people, don't bring me no rules that does not make sense in my game. And a defensive receiver, that don't make sense in my game. It's simple. If you catch the ball, control the ball, come down with the ball in your possession, and that's a catch.
So the bottom line in the world of Ray Lewis, that should have been ruled a catch for Des Bryant yesterday. Period.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. Not with the rules they got, man. Not with the rules they got.
But you're saying the rule shouldn't even be there because it's a stupid rule. That's what you're saying.
I told you from the Calvin Johnson play. It just from that Calvin Johnson play, I almost lost my mind when they said that wasn't a touchdown. I'm like, man, grab the ball, controlled it, come roll over a man, and then get up and press the ball on the ground, and now it's not a completed pass. Wow. Here we go.